No one saw it coming. Jon Jones, the most dominant force in UFC history, just faced the one battle he couldn't win. His older brother, Arthur Jones, a Super Bowl champion and the rock of the Jones family, is gone at just 39. And for the first time in years, the fight world fell completely silent. While Jon Jones disappeared from the spotlight, Daniel Cormier, his longtime rival, was making headlines for all the wrong reasons. During a live UFC weigh-in show, Cormier joked that he didn't claim Cormier and Dvalishvili as an American champion because of his Georgian accent.
I also just want to say that Merab is an American citizen.
That's
he is
great
American.
point.
But here's
he
the problem.
is an American.
Yeah, we don't want. I don't claim him. The moment Merab comes up here with an American accent, then I'll claim him. If he comes up, if Merab comes up here and sounds Georgian, he's Georgian.
That's
what it is, bro.
What do you mean?
Hey, if he looks Georgian and he sounds Georgian, he's Georgian.
That's messed up.
So now you're okay. You're American champion.
I'm American.
All right, we have American champion now. There we go. Merab, USA.
One American male champion right here.
USA.
True American. He's a true American. But before he came on, you were saying because he has an accent, he's not American.
Well, I just was listening to him more closely.
Wild.
But I was listening to him more closely, and he sounds like he's from New York.
I don't even hear it.
I don't even hear the Georgian accent.
I don't hear it.
You're a great champion, great commentator, great analyst, respect.
This is my guy, my American champion, Merab.
If you're loving this kind of inside the octagon drama and want to stay ahead of every story shaking the fight world, make sure to hit subscribe so you never miss what really goes on behind the scenes. Instead of firing back, Cormier and Dvalishvili smiled. He thanked Cormier for his commentary, called him a legend, and moved on. That quiet confidence said more than any argument ever could. And fans noticed. Merab wasn't chasing validation, he was chasing history. Just hours after weighing in at the light heavyweight limit, Alex Pereira stunned fans with a jaw-dropping update. He had ballooned to over 232 pounds in less than 16 hours. Nearly 30 pounds heavier overnight, Powhatan looked like a completely different person. The transformation was so extreme that even veteran fighters were speechless.
Vamos ver. Vamos ver. O peso.
While the MMA world obsessed over numbers and weight, Jiri Prochazka was in a completely different headspace. Calm, focused, detached. Just hours before his showdown with Khalil Roundtree Jr., Jiri posted one last message to his fans. Soft-spoken, steady, and chillingly composed. He thanked everyone for their support, said he was shutting off his phone, and ended with a quiet promise, "Now is the time for work, I believe. See you tomorrow." No trash talk, no hype, just raw warrior energy.
And in English, one last time, and quickly, I'm turning off my phone, so thank you for all your support. Right now is just the time for work. So I believe, and see you tomorrow. Let's go for that.
In Dubai, the crowd was electric. Two elite fighters, one brutal finish coming. Magomedov, one of Khabib and Islam's own teammates, came in hot. He dominated the first round with leg kicks, crisp right hands, and suffocating grappling. It looked like another easy win for Dagestan, but Sergio Pettis had other plans. Right after Pettis' highlight reel moment, the attention shifted to another Nurmagomedov, Usman, Khabib's cousin, and one of the sport's rising stars. He stepped into the cage to fight Paul Hughes for the inaugural PFL Lightweight Championship, and for 5 brutal rounds, it was a war. Hughes came to fight, matching Usman shot for shot, refusing to back down. But Usman's measured striking, relentless pace, and constant threat of the takedown slowly tilted the fight in his favor. Tsarukyan wasn't impressed by any of it. In a recent interview, he set his sights on featherweight star Ilia Topuria, and his words hit like a left hook. He claimed Topuria was avoiding him, dodging the fight everyone wanted to see, and even said that any amateur from Dagestan or Chechnya could finish him. Cormier Dvalishvili is finally getting the recognition he deserves ahead of UFC 320. With just 2 successful title defenses so far, the Georgian champion is already being mentioned among the greatest bantamweights in UFC history. Although he doesn't yet hold as many wins in the division as some former champions, ex-title holder Aljamain Sterling believes Dvalishvili has already done enough to be considered the bantamweight GOAT.
I'm saying this right now, even regardless if Merab wins this fight or not, knock on wood, I think he's the greatest bantamweight of all time, in my personal opinion.
Wow.
He's on a 13-fight win streak. Yeah, I might have the most title defenses in the UFC, but he's on a 13-fight win streak. He's beaten 5 former champions, even if one of them was a repeat. Got in a finish in his last fight. And I don't think anyone has had a run the way he has. Yeah, there's Dominic Cruz. There's the run I had. There's the run TJ had. I just don't think there's anyone who's done it the way that he's done it in the UFC. And even with Dominic Cruz's resume with the WEC, I think for this era, the talent is just so much better for people not to give him his flowers, which I think most people are giving him his flowers.
Yeah.
So I know people have been saying this for a while, that they think Merab is the GOAT. And honestly, I agree. Regardless if he gets a 3rd title defense in a row or not, I think he is. And I think this win this weekend solidifies it.
Tom Aspinall looking in top form ahead of UFC 321. A new training video shows off his amazing footwork and lightning-fast speed just 3 weeks before he defends his title against Cyril Gane. Arthur Jones wasn't just Jon's brother, he was his anchor, the calm behind the chaos, the man who saw the fighter before the fame. When news broke that Arthur had passed away at just 39, the MMA world didn't just lose an athlete, it lost a part of Jon Jones himself. The details were scarce, no cause of death, no statement from the family, just silence. And that silence said everything. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, hoping Jon would speak, but he stayed completely off the grid. Conor McGregor called Arthur a gentle giant. Rampage Jackson found out mid-livestream and could barely finish his sentence.
Jon Jones' brother passed away? How did he pass away? R.I.P. Arthur Jones.
The shock was real, raw, and immediate. Jon, the man who's walked through scandals, chaos, and countless wars in the cage, looked human again. The king of the fight game was grieving, and for once the world stopped watching him as a fighter and saw him as a brother. If stories like this remind you that behind every fighter is a real human being, hit that like button. Not for the views, but to show respect for the people who give everything to this sport. It was a week that had everything: triumph, tragedy, and chaos. Jon Jones faced a heartbreak that reminded the world that even legends bleed. Daniel Cormier's words sparked a storm. Merab Dvalishvili quietly built his legacy, and Alex Pereira proved once again that he's not human. He's something else entirely. From Jiri's calm before battle to Pettis' spinning elbow in Dubai, and from Usman's controversial win to Tsarukyan's fiery callout, MMA showed its full spectrum of beauty and brutality. But underneath it all, one truth stood out. This sport isn't just about fighting. It's about humanity, emotion, and how quickly everything can change. Jon Jones's silence still echoes. And maybe that's the most powerful sound of all. If you love stories like these, the kind that remind you why MMA is more than a sport, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next one.